impact on gender relations. So the impact on self-expression, like we've been discussing basically throughout the session, is the fear of misogyny or internalized misogyny can make people uncomfortable to be themselves. It can make people hide who they are and show up as only one version of themselves that doesn't fully encapsulate the person that they are. And that's not how we want to really show up. We want to be free, to be who we are, so that we can be honest with each other and the people around us. So it contributes to discouraging men from expressing anything other than traditionally masculine behaviors and identities. So let's say you want to dress a specific way, you want to wear a specific color, but oh no, this color is for girls, this color is for women. Now you can't do simple things like dressing yourself, have to be think pieces and really anxiety inducing just because of these gender stereotypes. And that doesn't make sense. So we do have to address that, and we need to try and work towards eradicating that because it's not beneficial to you or to me. So the impact on perception and acceptance. Misogyny and internalized misogyny can perpetuate harmful stereotypes about certain sexual orientations and identities. For instance, misogyny and internalized misogyny can foster negative attitudes towards lesbianism and gay men or any man who doesn't conform to stereotypical heteronormative expectations. This means that if you don't fit into the mold of a man should be big, strong, aggressive, decision-making, and all these things, the minute you shy away from that in any way, the minute you're shorter than the average man, the minute you're skinny, the minute you, I don't know, you can even go into complexion where it's deemed like the darker you are, the tougher you are. These are negative stereotypes that affect people as individuals because you don't get to see who they are and they don't get to be who they are because they are trying to perform. And when you're trying to perform, it's going to affect you and it's going to affect the way you perceive yourself in a negative way. And that's what we're trying to get rid of. So heteronormativity and gender roles in terms of a woman should be in the kitchen and a man should be at work. But what if they want to swap? And now we have other people saying, oh, look at what they do in their house. And there are these stereotypes that household is dysfunctional because it doesn't look the way you think it should look. That's when we have negative outcomes for their children, if they have children now, because imagine how they're going to feel to know that this is how their parents or their caregivers and guardians are being spoken about. It's going to make them also not show up as their authentic selves. And it trickles down. And all it does is negatively affect the people involved, the people around, the people who are hiding who they are. And now they're saying, oh, well, if I do this, look at how they'll talk about me. Then we won't be able to be our authentic selves. And that's just how it can affect society so negatively in that nobody's showing up as who they are. Then intersectionality, it's also important to consider intersectionality in that it's interconnected to nature and race, class, and gender. These things that perpetuate misogyny. We need to think, how is it affecting class structures? How is it affecting people's economic outcomes? But you might not hire someone because they look a certain way or they speak a certain way. And you're thinking, if you are a woman, you're supposed to talk and look like this. Therefore, if you don't talk and look like this, I won't hire you. And that's very negative because we all deserve opportunities. If we've done the work that we need to get them, if we're in the positions that we need to get them, then we should be able to be accepted in those spaces. But when we have these stereotypes and you don't meet that mold, immediately it can cut you at the ankles and you can't progress. And so that's something that we need to get rid of. Maybe if Ms. Chinga is now available to speak, if she's able to unmute, you can talk to us about how these different factors have affected either your own work or the people you've worked with and how they show up in the workplace, especially in the advocacy space. Oh, I'm hoping she is reconnected, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
And
yes,
Celia,
she's
are you able
connected.
to? Okay.
It
So
doesn't
maybe,
give sound.
oh, she doesn't have sound. Okay. So maybe if you can type it in the meantime, and then when you're done, we can read it out in the comment section. And again, guys, continue to comment, leave your own experiences, your questions, all of that. We want to address all of it. So feel free to share with us.